Hello, hello. Hey, you guys. Hello. Join me. Lean in. Lean in. I'm going to share another secret. That's really not so much of a secret. It's actually pretty obvious when you think about it. But we already know that as humans, we don't actually think, do we? We think that we're thinking. We say that we're thinking, but we're not actually thinking. Okay. The concept is easily escapes us all the time. It's the one thing when you do it, you know it. You know it. You can feel it. And it's when you go the extra mile. Okay. And I was kind of like looking at this and I thought, you know what? I remember growing up and my mom always saying to go the extra mile. And I was like, something tells me that we weren't necessarily talking about the same thing. And so I looked it up and it said to make a special effort to achieve something. And arguably, do love a good debate, this concept can do more for you than that if you use it. Okay. The benefits of doing this are so much greater. And if you actually do it right, you're going to do it without expecting anything in return. You're just going to do it because it's the right thing to do. It's the little things in life that make such a huge difference. Massive. Okay, so when you are going the extra mile, it is so important that you go into it and just like with just this total open heart and just know that when you do that, you're just giving your energy, it shifts the energy everywhere. Okay, when you can feel the shift, this is almost when like you just whenever I go the extra mile, it just kind of restores my faith and hope in what we're even doing here in humanity in general. Okay? When you are feeling stuck, serve. When you are feeling stuck, go the extra mile. And it can be done anywhere, anytime, anyone. It's free. It's free. So if you have like all these money blocks, don't even worry about it. This is just one of those things that you can do and it's free. Everybody's looking for free. Okay. If you're a business owner, right? Arguably, you know, you're nothing without your customers. Your business is nothing without your customers. You can feel this if you're like a parent or spouse where your day just doesn't kind of like feel the same without them in it. We know this, but we sometimes forget it. Nelson Boswell, he said, here's the simple but powerful rule: always give people more than they expect to get. And again, your mind might automatically go to, oh, that's going to cost me money or that's going to cost me time. Either way, everything you do is costing you. But what is it costing you? Is what you're putting out worth the return? What's the ROI on what everything that you do? This is one way that you can spend less time, less money, less, but do more and have a bigger impact. And it starts with your attitude. Now, I get it. I hear from people all the time. Easy for you to say, Dylan, you have one hell of an attitude. And I do. I absolutely do. You have to believe in yourself, even when no one else does. You have to know where you're going and then let your attitude dictate that. Okay, my goals, my desires, my attitude towards those said desires, they are what truly gets me excited. And even when I'm busy doing all the things all the time, it gets me out of bed in the morning early, super early. Like my alarm couldn't keep me in there if it tried. And do you know what's the root at everything I do? It's to make everything I touch and encounter to feel better, to expect more. So I always focus on giving them my best. Giving to others never dips into my bucket. It enriches my life. And I promise you, if you really lean into this, it will enrich your lives. Because as humans, we are just out there like get, take. Instead of being a little go getter, be a little go giver. Have you ever heard the phrase givers gain? Okay, and to really kind of get what I'm even talking about, give some thought to the one common denominator amongst all people. We might have different hair color, different skin color, different backgrounds, different bank accounts, different sexual orientations, different whatever, it doesn't matter. The one common thing that everyone has is that we're spiritual beings. We are spirit living in a meat stick. Okay? It doesn't matter. And even our bodies, they're set up the same. Like we all have lungs or heart or things that we need to keep us alive. But that's just so our spirit has something to express itself through. Okay? This is a fundamental truth that your spirit is always for expression and expansion. It is for increase. And increase is what people are seeking. You're seeking it, and people are seeking you to help them give it and get it. Everyone around you. It's this urge that the spiritual essence has in us, and it's always seeking more. Always seeking more. And it's this seeking, this is a driver. Let it drive you. Don't try to hold back from it. And I hear this because, even if you were told growing up, can't you just be satisfied with what you have? Anybody else told that? Can't you just be satisfied? Don't ever be satisfied. You can be happy with what you have. You can be happy with what you have now and desire more. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to want more. You were for expansion and fuller expression. This shows up everywhere, even if you're an athlete. Okay, if people are running, they want to run faster. If they're jumping, they want to jump higher. If they're in sales, they want to sell more. Honestly, if you have a business and your company is interested in just like maintaining the status quo, good luck to you. It doesn't happen. Your businesses are always trying to improve their products, improve their services, improve the bottom line, improve the financial statement. Increase is without a doubt the most natural urge of life. Seeking expression. So when you are honestly attempting to leave everyone and everything with more and with just better, you are absolutely putting yourself in harmony with the higher side of that person's personality. Okay, people are really quick to realize that by associating with you, they enjoy increase themselves. I want you to adopt the attitude of you spend time with me and your life gets better. You spend time with me and your income goes up. But it's an attitude, it's a state. If you're always take just a really honest pride in doing this and let everyone know that you're a giving person, you will have an abundant life. But you must show it, not just say it. It's where politicians go wrong every single time. Talk, 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 talk. No one cares what you have to say. You know that saying, they don't care what you do, but they will always remember how you made them feel. Okay, you have to show it, and also show it through your own life. Let your life be the prime example of everything that you are bestowing on other people. Let it be a picture, a photo album of your truth, and never deviate from it. If you believe in something, believe in it wholeheartedly. This alone shows people that you mean business. And then when they come in contact with your energy, they'll know that you're a giving person. But one critical piece, like I already mentioned, you want it to be spontaneous. If you have to think about whether you should give or not, then you're likely trading, which is what a lot of people do. Going the extra mile is not trading. Trading your services, not the same thing. Or giving expecting something in return, not the same thing. Most people do this and they call it giving. Giving should be a habit. It should be a free flowing action, a part of your habitual nature. We should be willing to give and graciously receive. And know that when you do this, you are in alignment with all the universal laws. The moment we, though, understand this is a key piece. If you are in the habit of give to others, and you don't graciously receive from others, or you don't also give to yourself, that doesn't work either. Rule number one of all things is there's no such thing as getting something for nothing. And again, and you can see in our world right now why we're just like totally off balance is we are always seeking something for nothing. We are always seeking to get something for free. We take, and then don't give. So it's finding this balance of like giving to not expect anything in return, but also know that you're not here on this earth to take. And we all know those people that are just like taking whatever they can get. And they think, oh, I totally scored. Totally got that for free. You didn't get it for free. I'm here to tell you, you didn't get it for free. You'll pay for it in one form or another. Okay, but your attitude is what's going to dictate it. Okay, your attitude towards the world determines the world's attitude towards you. Okay, when giving becomes part of your programming, part of your paradigm, the universe will constantly and without interruption send you more good. Will send you good. But we think it's like a boomerang. It's called the boomerang effect. Okay. You toss out good, and by law, it has to come back to you by law. But we are in the habit of thinking that we're like playing frisbee with the universe instead. Hey, universe, catch. And then maybe they'll throw the frisbee back, maybe not. You're not playing frisbee, you're playing boomerang. Like really think about it. The law of cause and effect, it teaches us that energy always returns to its source of origination. And action reaction, it's guaranteed. So what you put out must come back. You don't know how, you don't know when, that's not up to you. Just show up and give. I'm showing up and giving right now. I expect nothing in return. I don't. I literally am like, I have this message and I have to get it out because the masses just don't understand how easy this life can be. We make it hard, and this is a big piece of it. If you make a habit to leave others with that impression of increase, going the extra mile, it will change your life. And I'm not just saying that. Okay, but to convey this impression of increase, you must want the same for everybody that you want for yourself. You cannot give what's not in you to give. Okay? If you come to my house right now and you want a coffee, no matter how much I want to give it to you, if I don't have any coffee, I can't give it to you. And it is a little bit difficult to leave everybody with the impression of increase when you don't leave yourself with the impression of increase. This applies to you too. And it can be so simple. You can do things like practice gratitude. Practice gratitude for what you have. Because if you can't be grateful for what you have, why are you going to attract in more? Understand where you're going in your life. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? Why are you here? I can guarantee it's not to crush it out for 40 hours a week, stressed out of your mind, and then work hard, play hard, and rinse and repeat. Do that till you're 65. That's not it. Know where you're going. Know it. And then every single thing that you do, make sure that it is in alignment with it. And when you do show up, just show up as your best. And your best today might look different than your best tomorrow. But just show up as your best. And bring this loving like practice and spirit to everything that you do. And when you get the opportunity, celebrate other people's gifts. Highlight what they're doing well. Right? Like this is how you cultivate a positive attitude. Feeling good about yourself, and then in turn, feeling good about other. This is how it works. And once you have it within you, you are meant to express it. There's a major feel good factor in this. Major. Like that's probably one of the obvious things that's going to happen when you go the extra mile. Is you are going to feel good, you're going to feel better about yourself. And then remember, your inside is a reflection outside. You're going to express that. And I talk to people all the time that are like, I have no problem giving. I give, 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 give. And yet when they pass a mirror, nothing good to say. Nothing. And yet they think, I'll just paint a smile on my face, get out there and give. And that's really good. Think about how much more you could give if you actually had a positive self image. Think about that. If you truly loved yourself, like when you pass the mirror, you give yourself the wink at the gun, you're awesome, you're amazing, love your dimples, and you just owned it. Could you imagine if you then went and expressed that out to humanity? You know how powerful that is? And once you're expressing your why, your purpose, your raison d'etre, it can't help but grow to deepen. And not only will you feel it, but other people feel it around you. Because remember, we're all energy. We're all working with the same source. And when you're vibing here, you'll start to attract in other people, places, things, tools, resources that you need in order to deepen that why, to deepen that purpose, to allow you to show up, to be exposed to more people that you can then go the extra mile with. You will get so much clarity. In Think and Grow Rich, again, brilliant book, talk about it all the time. Napoleon Hill says one of the most important principles of success is developing the habit of going the extra mile. He studied hundreds of thousands of people over 25 years. And he said, one of the most important principles is this. And I'm not going to disagree with him. So don't wait. Don't wait till Monday. Don't wait till January 1st. Don't wait till your business launches. Don't wait till you, whatever. Decide right now that you are going to leave every person, including yourself, that you come in contact with better than when you found them. You are going to go the extra mile in everything you do. Decide, because nothing happens without decision. Start saying things to people that make them feel good about themselves. And if you're not in the habit, it might feel awkward at first, but it will get easier because there's so much good about every person, about everything. Even that person at your office that you're like, oh, can't stand that person. There's good in them. If you look for it, you will see it. And when you do see it, do you know what you're going to see? You're going to see a reflection of the good that's in you. This is like a whole other topic. But typically, what drives you nuts about somebody else is what drives you nuts about yourself. If you truly think about it, let that sit there. But when you see the good in other people, it goes the same way. You'll see the good that's in you. Isn't that powerful? Okay, so start today. Give some genuine compliments. Not like meh compliments, like genuine. Ask questions about people and wait for it. Listen to the answers. Listen. Point out their accomplishments. Smile as much as possible. It feels good for you and it feels good for everybody else. Use people's names. Acknowledge their effort. Point out when you see them doing something that is just extraordinary. Point out and pay attention to when they make other people's lives better, when they go the extra mile. And when you do, it just like it opens the floodgates. It allows everything to flow. Either way, you have this energy flowing to and through you. Either way, you are going to come in contact with other humans and opportunities. Either way, time's going to go by. Wouldn't you want it to feel a certain way? Okay. And you're going to do this through maintaining a positive attitude and forming the habit of going the extra mile. Okay. When you send that positive energy to everyone you meet, whether you know them or not, and regardless of their behavior towards you, that's a kicker. Okay. Their behavior is a reflection of them, has nothing to do with you. Don't take it personally. You're tossing your boomerang, they're tossing theirs. Period. And either way, it's going to happen. It's not for you to own. All you need to know is when you toss out that boomerang, it will come back to you because you are an expression of universal power. And by law, the universe will reward you. By law. Can't make this stuff up if I tried. Most people receive their good through places that they wouldn't have even anticipated. Trust me, you are going to want to work with these laws as much as possible. And it will open up doors and windows and balconies for you that you would have never expected. You'll be so pumped. You can hashtag thank me later. And if you are looking to nail down your purpose, join me in the Power of Purpose retreat. It's exactly what we do. Leaving everybody with the impression of increase gets a hell of a lot easier when you know where you're going. It has to be about you first, despite what you were told growing up. It's not selfish. Promise. You'll feel so much better. Bare minimum, come join us in the High Vibe Society. We study together every day. We mastermind. We do all the things together. We are constantly growing together, raising our awareness together, raising our vibration, and leaving each other with the impression of increase. We study this. And it's an absolute game changer. Absolute game changer. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Always a pleasure. Get out there, leave everybody with the